Hello, I'm going to do a quick review of the Polaroid Zip and the new HP Sprocket, and you can check it out for yourself on which one you like the best. First off, they are close to the same size. The Polaroid is actually a little bit smaller, I think. It's a little bit narrower. I'll stack them on top of each other so you can see. So the Polaroid is a little bit narrower in width or height, but otherwise they are pretty close to the same size. And just to compare it to a cell phone, here's my iPhone 6 Plus, and you can kind of see the size of those printers. So they're pretty tiny. I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple different prints made from both of them, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the same paper in both. And I don't know if it's actually the paper or the printer that is the better quality. So we're going to find that out, and so we'll do it where each printer has the same paper in it. Both printers do take the same paper because it is a zero ink type of paper, and they're just the small little 2x3 cards, and they don't actually have ink cartridges in these. It's built into the paper. Both Polaroid and HP makes the paper as well. So we will see how that turns out. So I'm going to start off by printing on the Polaroid Zip, and I will print both pictures the same. Again, it has the same paper. This has the Polaroid paper in it. This is kind of a fun, colorful picture, and so I'm going to go ahead and print it. And you'll see you kind of have to reposition it in the app, and I'm not sure why the Polaroid one tends to play around a little bit more with the picture and in zooming it, and so I'm trying to get the full picture, as much of it as I can, in the print, and I will go ahead and print. You can choose how many copies, and it does take a sec. All of a sudden you'll hear the printer turn on, and we'll give it a minute. Sorry about my glare there, trying to get rid of that. Here it comes. You can hear the printer. So it's not instant, as you can see, but here comes the picture. It looks a little bit like it has a retro tint, sort of like a filter on top of it. That gives it a little more of a retro, old color. I think this would be great if you did visual journals when you traveled. You could go ahead and print out pictures and put them right in your journal, and these have sticky backs, and so you can stick it right in. Okay, so there is the Polaroid. We'll leave that one right there, and I will move over now to the HP. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and print the same photo that we printed on the Polaroid. We're going to print it on the HP Sprocket. And so I have opened up the same picture in the HP software, and those are free app downloads that you can get in the App Store. And one thing I already like better about the HP is how it centers and positions the photo as it's ready to print. You can see that there's a little more going on in that photo, and I will see it even more once it prints. So here I go. I'll go ahead and print this. Again, it will take a second. Okay, there's a new feature. We'll close out of that for now. And we'll look at the photos side by side once they come out. It's not super fast, but it's not super slow either. I think both machines are about the same speed as far as photo printing goes. So I can already tell there's a little bit more definition in this photo. You may not be able to tell it real clear, but I can tell, like right up here where you can see the grain. I'll get closer to that one. And you can't see it as much in this photo here, the grain of the wood in the table. It just looks more brown. And again, you see more of the photo, and I really could not change the positioning of the photo in the Polaroid Zip. So again, here's the Polaroid photo, and here is, I'm sorry, this is the HP photo, and here is the Polaroid photo. And Sorry about the glares there. My studio lighting is not so good here. A little more of the red's coming out, but I don't know that that pancake had that much red in it to begin with. So this one might be a little more true to color as well. Okay, well, let's flip out the paper and see if the paper makes any difference. I'm going to print this exact same photo, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on my phone, push the print button, and send it to HP. We'll start with HP since I'm already connected to that. One thing I have noticed about both of these devices is once you disconnect or haven't used it for a while, it is a little bit of a snag trying to reconnect. I've had that happen a couple times with both devices, so I don't know that one is better than the other on that one. Okay, this one's taking a little bit longer to send to the printer. See how it goes. Okay, so that photo finally did send to the HP printer. Got a little bit hung up on printing. I'm not sure what happened. I had to restart the app. And so I'm going to bring down the photo that is the Polaroid paper, and I'll compare that next to the HP paper. I have a sneaky feeling the paper might be the same. Polaroid was a little bit cheaper than the HP by a few dollars. I think at the time I got Polaroid for $30 for $10, and I think the HP was 20 sheets for $16. So the Polaroid is a little better deal, and I really do not see very much difference in those two photos. So paper may not be so much of the issue here in print quality. It is called zinc paper. It stands for zero ink, and it is a specialty paper because there is no ink inside of the printers. I will go ahead and try it again with the Polaroid, and we'll see how that one looks, if that looks any different on the HP paper. Okay, and so I printed from the Polaroid onto the HP paper, and it is the top one here, and there really is no difference between the top, this one, and the bottom. So paper print quality is the same. I'm guessing maybe they're made by the same company even. But however, the two different printers actually do have a little different print quality, as you can see in all four of these photos. The two on the left have a little more definition to them than the two on the right. And they all four look like they have a filter on them, sort of a little bit of a patina looking older photo. But for the purposes of what you would use these photos for, either printer is probably fine. I tend to think that the HP is a little bit better, and since they are the same price, I'm going to stick with the HP and probably return the Polaroid. So happy about my fun little purchase, and we'll be using these in my travels and just having fun with it. That's about what you can really do with it. It's not super high quality photos, but certainly fun to have the tangible photo right away in your hand, just like it was in the 70s when they came out with the original Polaroid, and how fun it was to have a photo instantly. Even though we can see them on our devices, there's something about holding the photo and having it in our possession that's kind of fun. So hope you enjoyed the review. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks.